Now, as the global demand for oil fluctuates and environmental concerns grow, Nigerians is seeking for alternative sources of revenue and is looking towards the blue economy as a promising avenue for sustainable economic growth, job creation, and foreign investment. The recent creation of the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy is being regarded as one that has the potential to contribute trillions of naira to the Nigerian economy if properly harnessed and optimized. To discuss the marine and blue economy's prospects and opportunities, and of course, challenges that will be ahead, I have the right person joining us via Zoom. He is the former executive secretary and CEO of the Nigerian Shippers Council, Mr. Hassan Bello. He joins us via Zoom from Abuja. Welcome to the program. Thank you so much. It's good to see you, sir. Mr. Bello, good afternoon. If you can hear me, the clamor for the creation of the ministry that caters solely to the maritime sector has been ongoing for some time. Now that the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy has been created, what are the prospects in your thoughts?
Thank you very much.
Go ahead, we can hear you.
Thank you very much. It's no doubt very exciting time. The creation of Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy is decisive. It is also a testimony of the deliberateness, of the government to focus on the economy. This has been a clamor for 20 to 30 years, but now that it's coming, it's not too late. It's a lot of prospects. It will grow the economy, no doubt, in terms of employment, in terms of foreign investments, in terms of using of resources of the sea, and the maritime focus is very important. So I think this is a welcome development. It is a very, very good development.
We see a former governor of Osun State, that's Mr. Gbega Oyetola, taking the mantle of leadership at this ministry. I want to ask you that what are these potentials, or what are the expectations? Yes, if I could put it that way, you are a player in that industry. Tell us one or two expectations with regards to this development, so that Nigerians understand better what they should be expecting.
Yes, we are talking about the blue economy, the utilization of vast resources, that the sea gives for growing the economy. We're talking about investment. The blue economy is $1.5 trillion, annually, and I think Nigeria will have to, share in this. The prospects are very, very bright, but it depends on the way these things are harnessed. I'm very optimistic that this will change the equation. It is the source of diversification of our economy. It is, I think, a journey that will win us from dependency on oil economy and also import dependence. I think the deliberateness of the government will soon come to bear, and Nigeria may not be the same again. There are so many things. We're talking about, aquatic life, which could be used. We are talking about fisheries. We're talking about renewable energy, even the transportation, and so many other things. The prospects are just there, and I think the government and society will reap from this Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy.
I want us to go back a bit and, talk about the state of our ports and where we are at the moment, where many say that there was not enough plan for the ports to accommodate sort of pressure that we have at the moment. That's why we have some of these challenges. Tell us, you've been in this industry for some time. What really is the present state of our processes at our ports?
Yeah, the port is the infrastructure. We need to make our ports work for the economy. Our ports must have inland connection. Our ports must be digital. It's the issue of technology. We have to have contactless ports. We have to have smart ports. Because Nigeria, by instance of geography and the international economics, Nigeria is supposed to be the hub or distribution center or load center, if you like, for where we have, large vessels coming here and then smaller vessels sent to our neighbors in the West and Central African sub-region. After all for the imports, about 70% end up in Nigeria. But because of our lack of facilities, because our ports are costly and they are not very efficient, so we have competition from other countries. But with this blue economy, Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, I think it is very important we dictate competition as far as our porting is concerned. Port must be efficient. We must reduce the dwell time of cargo. We must ensure that cargo is released as soon as it is there. The custom must also be part of it. Efficiency. So leveraging on technology is the most important thing. Some of our ports now are manual, and nobody uses manual ports now for moving a lot of cargo. I think these are the issues that the new ministry will address.
Now let me follow up with the opportunities available in the marine and blue economy, considering that it's regarded as a sector that can generate trillions of naira in the economy. I still want to follow up with the issue of the ports. That do we have a single window platform operational at the moment? These are things that we need to do to attract investments. Where are we with regards to that?
This is very important. We look at the soft infrastructure when we are going to situate, our maritime economy. It is very important we look for appropriate technology. The national single window is one for trade facilitation. We must be concerned with ease of doing business. We must be concerned with the cost of doing business, the efficiency of our logistics. We have to also concentrate on export. We are so much dependent on import, and Nigeria cannot be an import-dependent economy for long. But then our export is a function of how far or how efficient our system is. So I think this ministry will also be saddled, apart from the ports and the other maritime infrastructure, the soft infrastructure, like what you mentioned, the national single window. We are talking about cargo detection or what I call the advanced cargo information system. The logistics itself, efficiency in logistics, will make Nigeria competitive. It will also attract foreign investment. And that means the growth of economy by leaps and bounds. And I think that creation of ministry will mean concentration of those landmarks so that we chart our course and see that we optimize what we have towards GDP contribution, of that sector. What is the contribution of maritime and transport to the GDP in terms of investments, in terms of employment, in terms of revenue generation? The government needs revenue now. Or the oil dependency has really, almost destroyed our economy because it's not in our hands. Yet we have this industry that is not even an alternative. It should be the main industry that will fetch us all that is needed. So I think there must be concentration, not only of physical infrastructure, but processes and procedures, and what I call what I may call a trade facilitation. In which case, there must be synergy with Nigerian customs. There must be synergy with all the important players, so that we will achieve the goal that is intended.
Some have also argued, when things like this happen. Yesterday, I spoke to somebody. We're talking about the Ministry of Petroleum and also the Ministry of Gas. Some say there could be regulatory issues, cross purposes, people working at cross purposes, or some agencies of government not knowing who to report to. Do you see that as a challenge moving forward with regards to the Marine and Blue Economy Ministry?
Niggling problems of jurisdictional issues and so on and so forth. But the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy has got its work cut out for it. And I think clarity will come as a matter of time. But the issue is to take over this vast resources of the maritime and marine economy and make sure that they work for Nigeria. You remember we had the same issue with communication. Communication was just like that. It is not attached. There's abstractness of so many of our institutions. They don't relate to the economy. So this is the first concerted, conscious, deliberate attempt by the government to make sectors work for the economy. And I think as we go on, there could be beginning of some, little, problems. But I think it will be clearer as we go on.
So at the end of all of this, Nigeria is to improve non-oil exports. We know the challenges that has also happened along this line. There's been also focus on rail. Many say that many of the ministers are focused so much on rail. Putting all of this together, what is your outlook for the entire space?
There must be integration. There must be synergy between the modes of transportation, because we're advocating for multimodalism or intermodalism in transportation. We are looking for this seamless transportation, but efficiency, technology is the key. Even for our exports, non-oil exports, to do well, we must be competitive. If it takes $10 to ship sesame seed in Mexico, it will take us like $30 here. So that means by the time our exports reach, that is the function of efficiency. That is the function of technology. We must leverage on technology. And this ministry must work so hard to see that appropriate applications, are made available. It's scientific. It's not a guesswork. Nigeria should be the hub, of all West and Central African sub-region. But this hub cannot be decreed. It's a function of efficiency. So that's why when this ministry is detached from the overall Ministry of Transportation, we think it will be concerned with the details in technology and the efficiency. And that will change so much the equation that we have been waiting for. For the first time, we'll have more revenue. For the first time, we'll have source of revenue that will dwindle our earnings from oil. So this is significant. This is very important.
Interesting stuff. I would invite you back to do an assessment as we look on and monitor all of the activities in this new ministry. Very, very interesting marine and blue economy. Mr. Hassan Bello is a former executive secretary of the Nigerian Shippers Council. Thank you so much. Do enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.